week. This is the home of the Cheryl Underwood Morning Show. Make sure you're checking us out every Monday night from 7 to 9 p.m., where we bring you real topics and real communities searching for real solutions. Always, I have my very fine co-host, Mr. Wesley Hawkins from the No Leader Project in the building. Wesley.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So there's a lot being said behind this mic. Yeah, y'all don't know why I'm laughing, but Wesley Hawkins. I'm still over there laughing. Sorry. Wesley Hawkins. The organization is the No Leader Project, which is a mentorship program located in Baltimore, Maryland, but we mentor kids in DC as well. Focus on college readiness, entrepreneurship, life skills, character building, and lots of other things. Working with schools, community centers, and just people that need help. Um, if you would like to donate for any reason, you can first check out the website at www.dearnolita.org. You can email me at thenolita projectinc@gmail.com. And you can reach out and call and talk 424-653-7663. Pass this mic over to beloved Aisha.
Hey, everybody.
All right, y'all. So it's two quick announcements. So Wesley and we're doing a hygiene drive for Baltimore City schools. We want to make sure our children are going to school smelling nice, looking nice, so that they can do their best in school. We also have the fourth annual 50 Shades of Blue conference. It's a domestic violence conference with Lady Blue in conjunction with WMSKonlineradio.com. It's going to be held on October the 20th from 12 to 6 at the Furley Recreational Center. So we have tickets available, we have sponsorships available, we have swag bags available. So make sure you're hitting us up at 50 Shades of Blue Baltimore at gmail.com. We hope to see you there. Check out the Eventbrite site to get those tickets and just search for the flyer. You can also check on the WMSKonlineradio.com website. So tonight, we are going to be talking about communication while dating. I think that a lot of times people try to spare the other person's feelings and they don't really ask what they need to know. So, unbeknownst to Wesley, we just started dating. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about because y'all be putting people in relationships without the other person's permission all the time. So, tonight I want to talk about what questions you ask when you're dating. So, are we shielding the feelings of others by not asking the right questions? So, we're actually going to tag team Wesley tonight. We're going to be in a polyamorous relationship. Aisha and I are both dating
You with
Wesley.
that, Aisha? Y'all gonna tag team?
Yeah, we're going to tag team.
All right, let's get it.
So, we're going to be asking questions. We are newly dating. Myself and I are newly dating Wesley. So we are out on our first date and we're asking questions. So, Wesley, see, he's smiling. So he's just like smitten.
All right, let's go. What's the first question? So, go ahead, let me see.
So, Wesley, have you ever had an STD?
Have I ever had an STD?
Yes.
I want to repeat that so people can hear it loud and clearly. So, no, I've never had an STD before. I get to proudly say that. They can pull my medical files or medical records or however they can check that. But no, I am a man that is proudly been able to state I've never had an STD, so I've never had no leakage from my manhood. I've never had no itching or no scratching, no burning sensation. So I actually don't know what it feels like, so I can't, really comment on that. Next.
All right. Aisha, you get the next question.
Okay, how long have you been living on your own?
Yes, we need to know that.
How long have I been living on my own?
Yes.
For a very long time. I grew up fast, so being as though I grew up fast and the lifestyle that I had growing up. Always had to get out there and get my own. So I'm not saying, it was a good thing, but me growing up fast, put a certain mindset, a certain way of thinking in my mindset, and I had to always have my own place to stay. So I've always had my own place. At the most, me and my brother was roommates for a certain amount of years in my young 20s. But once I got to a certain age, I've had my own place for a long time.
So I have a whole lot of questions. So are you saying that you don't have mommy issues? Because I've had that in the past and I don't really want to date anybody with mommy issues.
So when you say mommy issues, what do you mean?
So like codependence.
No. I think I have different type of mother issues. So I mean, I'm very open with it, but my mother's not alive. My mother wasn't really too much so there when I was young. So I don't have the mommy issues that women complain about, oh, your mother's like your girlfriend, always hounding you, hawking you, and all this and all that. But I have different type of mother issues. I have what you probably would call like attachment disorder. And that comes from the relationship, the broken bond relationship from my mother. So it's different, but it's not the one that y'all normally fuss about.
Okay, so do you think that would affect our relationship?
No, it don't affect it in a negative way, unless we break up, and that's what I mean by attachment or detachment issues. Once I love somebody, um, and once I, get feelings and emotions for someone, it's not easy for me to walk away from that. So even if it might not be as good for me at the moment, even if things might not be going, well or as planned, because of that, I don't know how to just easily walk away sometimes when I should.
So none of your past girlfriends have ever expressed any type of issues with what you perceive to be that detachment or attachment anxiety. So
Um,
has it ever manifested in any of your past relationships that you can pinpoint?
Manifested, such as
Like having these mommy issues, the detachment, has it ever affected or manifested in your relationship? That you can pinpoint because you may not be able to.
Yeah, because um, when I'm in a relationship, I kind of like to bring things to a one lifestyle per se. I think.
Can you explain?
Yeah. Things that I'm doing in life, I want my woman there with me. So it's a difference when you have some men that want their freedom in that space and they want to go do that thing. I'm like the total opposite of that. I want my woman with me. You know what I'm saying? Like probably. So if I'm balling or playing basketball, if I'm at the gym,
You want your girl with you?
come with me. Like that's just me. Like that's. And I don't know if that can be.
But what if that's not her interest?
Right.
Like if she don't like that kind of stuff.
Like she said, babe, go ahead, do you.
And then I don't really like that all the
So
way.
you won't feel that she's as invested in a relationship.
Probably.
So but do you think we'll get tired of each other always being around?
Not really. If you're gonna get tired of somebody, I feel like you shouldn't be with them. That's just me. What do you mean tired?
I mean, because if we're together like all the time, that would be like a lot. Like I'm with you at the gym, I'm with you at the basketball court.
Yeah, but see, I don't
like the only time we have separate is to work.
And me personally,
So, how you doing, Mr. Cherry?
I don't really have a problem with that because I feel like
hold on 1 second.
I feel like if I'm working out and I'm at the gym and I'm doing certain things, I should be able to motivate and bring my woman with me to help her be great and successful as well. So if I'm doing it, why we can't do it together in a relationship?
Because I don't want to work.
What if I don't like?
But that's a problem,
Right.
though. That's a problem. It would be a problem for me because while I'm working out staying fit for me, for our family, for my woman, to keep myself in shape, and then what? She just get to not do nothing. She just get to
It's
live
not that she's not doing anything, but
that's just not her thing.
yeah.
And that
Like
would be.
if she don't
Maybe
want
I want to go to Zumba or something like that. What are aerobics?
We can get it popping together.
No, I wouldn't want my man to be a Zumba.
Why?
Because I don't want you to be a Zumba. Zumba is not for guys.
What's Zumba?
Exercising while you dancing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole bunch of men there. You gonna
All right, well,
you gonna be a man in tights.
Well, we can spend the same building. Zumba across the hall.
Leslie, oh my gosh. Like, no. Like, you gotta give us some breathing room.
She breathing.
No, breathing without you. Like, we don't have to
That's what I'm
get
saying.
oxygen from the same tree.
I ain't like that.
You're not like
No,
that.
I think that'll be a little overburn.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's
All
not.
right, come on, ladies. Tell me what you think. Wesley
That's
feels
overbearing.
like you can do everything except for work together. If he's at the gym, he wants you to come to the gym.
I ain't saying we ain't got to work together.
Oh my God, we can't go to work together and
We can work together.
no, that'd
Wesley,
be
you're
way
doing
too
too
much.
much.
That'd be way too much. Like going to the same job. Oh my gosh. Oh, Albert Brown is saying it is for guys. Just as well as yoga.
Right, I'm in there getting it popping with them. See, y'all used to men just doing whatever. Like they want to go live them and do that space and do that thing. You go do that ain't who I am.
It doesn't have to be all the time. So Albert Brown, please answer this for
But
me.
one of my close friends, him and his wife relationship is like that. And out of all the relationships that I know personally, and I know a lot of people, out of all the relationships I know personally, they got the best one. They got the best one. Him and his wife, she do hair barber. They work at the same salon. They drive to work together.
Oh, that's too much.
But their relationship is big popping. They have big fun.
Oh my goodness.
Well, they same shop together.
Yeah.
They own a business together.
She work on one side, he work on the other one.
I think you
Can
know,
they shut the door like do they see each
No,
other?
they not just standing and looking at each other, but they're in the same building.
So what do you do in your own free time? Like I don't know
You
that
can do
women-
stuff in your
So
own
you
free
lose
time. Ain't nobody saying you don't do nothing in your own free time. That's not what I'm saying.
So what do we do in our own free time? Go to the bathroom? But I mean like this.
If
No,
like, you got to have time.
she can go if she want to do something in her own free time. Let her do that. If she want to go out with her girls, let her do
So
that.
do
I'm
we
not
have to have
saying.
the same friends, like mutual friends?
No.
You know that get ugly and messy.
Mm-mm.
Like your friends can't be my friends.
That's not what I'm saying. But your friends, I should know your friends and have some type of relationship
Right,
with
but then you count my friends, and so if I pop up with a new friend, you be like, oh, well, where you know her from?
Exactly.
No.
See, I'm not with all that.
Okay, so all right, so we have another question. Like some people saying you're doing way too much, but so were you
But
doing?
that's cool. That's cool for them to say that because in society right now, people saying I'm doing way too much, but I'm telling you, in society right now, over 50% of marriages are ending in divorce.
Yeah,
so who's to say mine is doing too much?
Because we need some breathing room. We can't be around each other all the time.
Working together, sleeping together, going to the gym together.
That's cool. That's cool with me. And for you, it would be something that I'm about.
What?
What's your next question?
Were you born a man or a woman?
Who asked me that?
On YouTube, were you born a man or a woman? Wesley, we dating. I mean, nowadays,
You have to ask these questions.
in light of our last few
I was
discussions.
born a man. I don't desire to feel like a woman, be a woman, act like a woman, dress like a woman. I don't have a desire to smell like a woman unless her smells are on me through her body being on mine. Other than that, I'm all man. I love me having, my manly parts. I love how they work and function. That.
Okay, so 2 questions from that. So do you feel it's important for you to ask me that? Like, should you be asking that of what you perceive to be a woman?
And now, in today's society, yeah. But I feel like I I can see.
Don't get bamboozled.
No,
I can see.
I showed you Janet Mock, and you said, "Oh my goodness."
That's just a picture.
And
In
then
real life, I can see.
Nope. And then you'll have balls touching yours because you'll be very, very upset.
No, I won't.
No, I think that you should be asking, especially when it's like, I don't want to say a phobia, but when everything is not as black and white as you would like it to be.
So, and like I said, in today's society, it is something you should ask. You should ask that question, like,
Would you ever date a trans woman?
No, not at all. You couldn't pay me.
Okay. So to you, what's the average time that you think is a good time for sexual relations?
6 before you have sex?
Yes.
6 months.
No, while we're having sex. 15 minutes, 40 minutes.
Oh, I didn't know. I was with him on that. 6 months.
Yeah.
So,
we have a few comments on your
the time of sex. See, it depends on what's going on.
I already don't like it.
No, seriously, it depends on what's going on.
Yeah, because it might be a quickie, and it depends.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It depends on what's going on.
You're not gonna with no quickies every day.
But
no, not every day.
Every time.
Situations are different, so you can't go by that.
Right. You can't go by that. It's
So,
by the mood.
Yeah, it depends.
Everything plays a part.
Are you talking about like a regular, everyday, type with your partner? Then
yeah, because if we don't have enough sex, you'll kill my libido.
So 30, at least 30.
Okay.
In my opinion, at least 30.
What do y'all think, ladies?
Every day. Sometimes you might need to slide by on the lunch break.
Okay, but you're the one who want to take me to the gym. Instead of going to the gym, let's get out an hour and doing something else later. No? Okay.
We're going to still have time for that.
All right, so someone's saying the gym is cool, I think, but it should be some compromise. So Tara, he's not saying that he won't compromise with you. So Ms. Moore, one of your favorite people, is saying we do need some time to ourselves.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I never said don't have no time to yourself.
You're always we working together, we sleeping together,
yes. We go to church together, we clean the dream out together.
We are. We are.
The after school program together.
What I'm doing in life, I want my woman support.
I can support you.
No, I don't want you to support me from a distance. Come get it popping with me. Whatever I'm a part of, let's get it popping. Unless we got some kids that you got to be in the house taking care of. And if they're old enough to be that too, come get it popping as a family. We will grow together.
All right, Edward is saying it's way too extra. There definitely has to be a break in between. Ms. Roulette is saying if it's an agreement between them, why not? Everything isn't for everybody. That's what's wrong with people. Don't develop relationships. Everybody is doing their own thing.
Exactly. I like that response. I like that response. Seriously.
Thank you, Mama Roulette. So Tara is saying men should have some time with their boys and women should have time with their girls. Miss Jean is saying you're old fashioned.
Thanks, Miss Jane. I'll take that.
Yes.
I'll take that. I don't want to have a mindset of this newer generation. I don't. I won't live like it. I won't participate in it. And to be honest, seriously, that's one of the problems that happens because of my mindset, because of how I am and how I think. It don't matter how handsome I am. It don't matter how much money I have. It don't matter how big my penis is. Once these females, like, on first sight and glance, they all excited.
Right.
But once they see what's in my mind, they're not there.
They're not
there.
But
they're
again,
not there.
we tell you that every week, Wesley. You're not like the typical guy.
You're not.
So they don't expect that. They don't even know how to accept or embrace that.
Right.
Like, and it's just not.
And I admit to that though. I admit to that. A lot of women are so used to being let down by men. They so used to being mistreated or abused or left hanging or carrying more weight in a relationship than the man does, that when a man come along like me that don't present that, they looking like they lost. You know what I'm saying? Like they lost. Like you got. I know women that are in. They got nice jobs. They successful and everything. When they go to work, they man driving that car. Where they live at, everything is in the woman's name. The woman taking care of everything nowadays with a lot of these men. I wouldn't live like that. Ain't nothing I'm bringing to the table to you. I ain't bringing nothing like that to the table. You don't. But I got my own place to live, my own car, my own money. She don't got to carry me. There's a lot of women out here carrying grown ass men.
That's right.
They carrying them. And I'm not trying to be offensive or disrespectful to nobody's relationship, but what I'm saying is there are a lot of women carrying grown ass men out here. Whereas when she clock in, he got her car driving around doing whatever. They living in her house or her apartment, all the things in her name. Everything like, yeah, that ain't me.
So tonight we're speed dating Wesley. Aisha and I are speed dating Wesley. We're talking about questions to ask when you're dating. We feel like that people are elusive and not asking the proper questions. So we're speed dating Wesley to ask him questions that we would ask or what we would want to know when we're newly dating someone. So have you ever been convicted of a felony, Wesley?
Convicted? No.
Okay, good. Then we can keep on going. If you said yes, our date will be over.
No, convicted, no.
Have you ever been locked up?
Yes.
Would you continue to date him?
It depends. What type of
crime? A lot of people have been locked up before. It's about everything. I've been locked up. I haven't been convicted. I've been charged. I haven't been convicted.
Right.
That's the difference.
So we supposed to accept that from all black men? Because not all black men have been locked up. You know,
maybe not all, but if you trying to date a black man and you looking at have you been locked up, I ain't saying convicted with a felony.
Right, no, I know.
But if you want to know if he been locked up, hell has been locked up.
If y'all better check Maryland Judiciary.
Right,
that's free.
Search.
Okay, so what type of books do you like to read? That's a good one. Because if you can't read.
What type of books do I like to read? Things about my culture, laws. Right now I'm reading a book. It's about deculturalization of minorities and African Americans and things like that. So I'm big on reading and learning all the laws and why things are in place and why, we are so behind. I'm big on reading things about financial literacy. I'm big on reading poetry, things like that. So yeah, I'm big on reading. I got like 7 or 8 new books in my room that I just picked up last week.
All right, so is it something that you want to tell us about what you're doing in your personal time in reference to books?
Oh yeah, my personal time. I'm actually working on my own book. My book will be out soon. It's called Dear No Leader: The Evolution of an Addict Son. So it's almost done. I'm about like the last chapter, closing it out. It's a very telling book. It tells you, the raw truth and story of my childhood, my mother, as much as information I could garner and gather on my mother's life from family members and friends and things like that. It's talking about, the things I've lived through and gone through, who I am today. It's just real raw, and I feel like it's going to be able to connect with people who have been through certain hardships and they made it out of it, or they can still make it out of it.
Congratulations. That's the same thing that's the same premise that my book will have as well. So how many kids do you want?
How many kids do I want?
You're going to have to get them from Aisha's side.
At first, at one point in time, I wanted 5 kids.
Wow.
But at this point in my life, I just want 2. I want to see if I can at least have 1 girl and 1 boy. Mm-hmm. If it don't work out that way, my max is 5, because I want to at least have 1 son. But I have a friend, one of my homeboys, he just keep having girls. He want a son so bad, he just keep having girls to the point he like He like, yo,
Pick the sex.
he like, yo, I gotta stop, yo. I can't keep going trying to chase my girl. I mean, my son. So I want two, a girl and a boy, max 5.
All right.
Wow.
So Edward is asking, can you actually put a time on sex? And what happens if you lose time in the moment? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know that it's necessarily a time.
Right.
I think it's the effort that's being put in, and I think a lot of times men shortchange women with the effort piece.
Yes.
They
just want to get their nut.
I can agree to that, but I think the more emotional connected the relationship is, I think, in my personal opinion, the better the sex.
Yes.
You can have a man that can give you good sex and make you want to go back for more if you're a woman, but to have that same type of sex from somebody that really loves you and he's emotionally invested is on a whole different level. So a man can get up and stroke a woman that he's physically attracted to, but to give her that passion and that love that he feels for a certain woman is a whole different style of sex. Yeah. Oh, I love being in love.
Oh, you're so gentle.
I do. I love being in love. I don't, have I lived it and done it? Yeah. I've been, the same type of person that,
are you the romantic
slept around and things like that at one point in time, but I'd rather be in love with one woman. Am I romantic?
Yes.
Very. I'm very romantic. I believe in surprises. I believe in gifts. I believe in spoiling. I believe in catering. I believe in, if that's gonna be somebody you love and want to be with, they should know that. I'm not the big Valentine's Day guy. I don't wait until Valentine's Day to try to come do and go hang. No, I do things. When I'm in a relationship, I do things all year round. She's gonna know, yo, he love me. At the end of the day, he love me. You feel what I'm saying? And even, my last relationship, me and her still friends, and she be like, one thing I can never say is that you didn't love me. One thing she can never say is I didn't treat her as good as I could, or you feel what I'm saying? There's a whole flock of other people that came out here and treated her well. So she can't say that, and she wouldn't say it.
Okay, since you're an avid reader, can you suggest a book on law that a mom would read to make her child due to this climate? Or do you think it necessarily has to be on law? Because I think, what's that book? Gun, Fist, Knife, or something? It might be Fist, Knife, Gun, or something like that. I thought that was a good book for African American boys.
Right now, I gotta get the exact name. Next show, I'm gonna have it. I just got it. I just started reading it. It's basically called Deculturalization. I can't remember the whole title, but the book breaks down on so many levels of how every race that's in America, when they come here, white Americans deculturalize them. So when we're looking at black people in the position that they're in America, the reason why we're so messed up is because we have been deculturalized. They have taken our educational system from us. They have taken our native tongue from us. They have taken the things we actually believe in when we first came here. So many things have been stripped from our people that we don't know who we are. So I'm gonna bring the name up because I can't think of it right now. But it breaks it down on every level of how we have been ripped apart, how we have been stripped of everything that we originally stand for. And I think more of our people need to understand where we come from. More of our people need to understand what our native land and native tongue is. More of our people need to understand more about the educational system and how it was set up to keep us behind. So we wasn't even supposed to be free and have education in America. We had to fight for education. We had to fight for Social Security. We had to fight to be treated as humans. We had to fight for housing. We had to fight for wages. Like, we had to fight for so much in America that we was treated as animals and property and not human. So I think if we start, getting on top of
Sorry, I'm trying to get my charger.
The right information, then our people will start to work and grind and put themselves in a better place. Because America didn't want to give us anything. We had to fight for it. And when I mean they didn't want to give us nothing, they didn't want to give us nothing. So Benjamin Franklin once stated, why let so many sons of Africa come to these American lands and turn our gorgeous white people to a darker or browner shade? We have so fair of a challenge here, fair of opportunity. Why give that up to an African son? So America was never willing to give us nothing. And it's like, I think if we start to educate ourselves more on a higher level, then our people will be in a better place. Because right now we're behind.
646-322-8775.
All right. So the next question is you know that I can no longer have babies, but we fell in love. So what happens if I can't have babies? We want 5.
So if we fell in love, and my woman, and you my woman, and you love me, and you understand how bad I want children, we will have to come to some type of agreement that we could not and allow me to have some children with another woman.
What? You are Wesley. What about adoption? Can we adopt 5 kids?
I think we want them to be biological.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, women are selfish.
Miss Bell, did you hear what he said?
That's selfish. Let me tell you. No, listen. Listen to what I'm saying.
Oh Lord.
If the woman is physically unable to have kids, and this man is saying, I love and adore you, and I want to be with you, but you can't have kids, he is sacrificing already. You can't sacrifice and allow this man to have some kids. You would rather y'all go adopt some strange kids that don't have no connection to y'all, rather than saying, even if you get paid to get his sperm
inseminated.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Y'all be so quick to shake y'all head. I know a young girl. Well, not young girl. She's 30 years old. What it's called when you
surrogate.
She was a surrogate mom for a husband and a wife. Had twins for them because the mother was sterile. And she was, so she took the.
Okay, well, that's much different from you saying let you go have a baby with another woman.
I'm saying, like,
okay, so
you looking at it in a sex way.
Maybe that's not how he meant it.
It's not.
So if you're talking about a surrogate, like we don't have to ever see her again, I might be on point with that because
the way it was just like, okay, well, you can't have it. I'm gonna go over here and have it with.
But I think that mentally, I can't have children by choice, but I think mentally for someone who cannot have children, I think that would really be hurtful. Yeah. WMSKonlineradio.
How you doing, cousin Tony?
I hear the caller.
Hey, bro, we different men. I ain't falling off. I'm staying true to me. You gotta stay true to you, bro.
So how did he fall off, cousin Tony?
My truth is my truth, but go ahead, speak. What you speaking on?
When you just say like you gotta show compromise and let me have kids with another woman. Now let me explain something to you. For one, if you married to somebody and then your woman becomes your wife,
you're telling what he about his truth.
And she can't have kids, then you just don't have kids.
That's your truth, bro. That's your truth. No.
This is what happens.
That's your truth.
That's your family.
What family? Ain't no gas family. We can't have none.
Oh, listen to
What are you talking about here?
this is where it comes to the point of true love. That means you know love that much in the beginning.
Bro, that don't mean that. No, bro. No, sir. I can't accept that. I can't accept that. You can't tell me that I didn't love her. No, hold on, Tone. Hold on. Because I'm the same man that's willing to marry a woman who comes to the picture with a son or daughter that's not biologically mine. Are you tripping?
That's different.
No, it's not different, bro. No, it's not.
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a semantics, man. That's what it's semantics.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, let me tell you why. If your wife comes in and let's say you ain't worked out, man, y'all want to start a family, but it comes to a point in time where the doctor say, well, she's married, she can't have grandkids. So you tell me, you would tell your wife, well, you got to come to an agreement with me. We got to want to have kids with another woman. It's not going to work. Let me tell you why it's not going to work.
That's your truth, though.
Go ahead,
bro. Go ahead.
For one, you're no longer connected to your wife. Now you're connected to another woman that has nothing to do with your wife. Once that child
That's not true.
once your seed is planted into that woman, that becomes you and that woman. Your wife has nothing to do with that. She's not connected no which fashion, which way. Now becomes now women are territorial and jealous. So what's going to happen is that woman that you had a baby with, now she's going to want you to throw your wife to the side. Because something will come up and she's going to say, well, it's me and your child. Not her. I don't want her to say nothing to me. I want you now. So now you're going to have to come to, well, this woman gave birth to my child. She's not getting one that didn't give birth to my child away now. Because she's not what I really wanted.
So he agreed because we disagreed with that in our relationship. We disagreed with him just having a baby with another woman. Now we're talking about surrogacy. So someone is going to carry our baby for us. We're not going to have her involved.
It's the same thing. But like I said, I don't know why people want to put these dead out of mind tricks.
Bro, no, bro. See, I can't agree with that because you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you was with Cuz last week.
Yeah, he talking about I'm off the boat. He off the boat. Because let me tell you something. The best man that I know walking this earth is my stepfather. My mother had 2 kids before she even met my stepfather. My mother ain't had no connection with the other men. My mother ain't give a damn about my father. My father wasn't there. My stepfather stepped in and took care of me and my little sister like we was his own kids. It wasn't no connection to the other woman, bro. He took care of us. She had kids. He loved her. He married her. Like, no, sir. No, sir. No, it's not different. They're kids.
You come into the game. You come into your marriage already with kids already been born.
Right, so you gotta accept her kids.
Right. So he don't have a problem with accepting children that we already have. The question is if I can't have children, what will he do?
Right.
You gotta accept that.
No, sir. That's grimy. That's grimy, bro.
But he really wants to carry on his own legacy with his own children.
Why
So I do
grimy?
understand that. But what I'm not going to do.
Go ahead, Cousin Tony.
They said they love when you call. Come on, pay attention to us.
Man, that's grimy. First of all, you taking too long.
Come on.
If the shoe was on the other foot, if you couldn't have kids no more, and your wife came and said, you know what, you can't give me kids, I'm going to another man, and I want him to put his
That's a good question.
and have no baby.
I'll let her do it.
That's a good
But
question.
you know what? No.
You gonna let her do that?
Listen to what I'm about to say.
I'm waiting.
This is my truth.
As a man talking to another man, you would not do that.
You can't tell me what I do, bro. You're a whole different man than I am. If I can't get, hold
Answer the question.
on.
Go ahead.
My brother gonna have it for me. We gonna use my brother's seed. Y'all already know what I say about my brothers. We don't gotta go to a whole nother family. My brother ain't gotta sleep with my woman. My brother will, if my seeds and my thing don't work, and she want a baby, we can implant my brother's seeds in her. That's me. And can't nobody take me from my truth.
Right, but you're the same one who, if your brother died, you would get with the wife.
I'm gonna take care of his wife.
Okay. All right, simmer down, hot sauce. We speed dating. Remember, we still on our date.
We only dating.
So, right. So you done got him all riled up.
Tony, come on, call on head. Tony, come call on head. Come on. Oh no, like come on.
We ain't gonna get to the bottom, Tony. We ain't gonna let this sleep. Ooh, that's my next question.
I know.
But nowadays, that surrogacy in place is a Russian roulette, man, because I'm going to tell you, you get attached to that child, and that person come back and say, you didn't have that baby, I had that baby.
Right. I couldn't be a surrogate. I know I couldn't. I'm with you
So,
on that.
as far as surrogacy is concerned, the rights aren't. The mother doesn't.
The rights aren't with the surrogate.
Yeah.
We can bring somebody on the show to speak facts. We ain't talking about ifs, ands, or buts. We talking about factual. If she signed up to be a surrogate, she's getting paid. Majority of the time, they get paid to be a surrogate.
Exactly.
Majority of the times, they getting paid. I know somebody who does it. She gets paid, like, very well. And she can't go, she don't got no rights to go claim to those babies. Those babies not hers. She signed up to do a duty, to do a job, and that's what her job was. And all I'm saying is, if I fall in love with a woman today, tomorrow, or next year, and I love her, and I want to be with her, and we gonna get married, but something is medically wrong, that she cannot give me no biological kids. We gotta sit down and come to some type of agreement. That's just me, because I'm taking her for what she is. But I'm not broke.
Right, but you don't want to make her feel bad because she is.
It ain't about making her feel bad. I'm not gonna say it in a rude way.
I know.
You ain't gonna say it to her in a rude way. You gotta be able to communicate. Look, baby.
As long as we are clear that it's not gonna be like, no, you got a baby mother.
Yeah, no, I ain't asking for that. I ain't asking for no baby mother. I don't want no baby mother. I'm 32 years old. The reason why I don't have kids yet is because I don't want a baby mother. That's the main reason why I work perfectly fine. A lot of women want me. I don't have kids because, no, seriously, and I ain't saying it ugly. I'm just saying I'm not ugly. I can get a woman.
Just because you ain't ugly don't mean somebody wants you.
They want me. Broke men got women.
You are so right. You are so right.
Broke men. Niggas coming home from jail from them 3 years, got somebody waiting for them. You ain't gonna tell me I can't get it. Niggas, they behind bars getting pussy. You ain't gonna tell me I can't.
You drink some water.
Man, come on. They in the jail, locked up. They in the jail, locked up. Let me drink my water.
Yeah, drink that water. Calm down. Put that flame out.
Yeah.
And y'all always trying to get me started, bro. Let me chill.
We are on a date, and I've been scared to date you back to this. We are not calling you back.
That's Tony, man. This ain't even from y'all. He called up here.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hey, Tony, you came back. Hey, guess what, Tony? I am a made man. What I mean by that is my mindset is who I am. I do enough research, enough studying. I know who I am as a man. I know my worth. Can't no other man, woman, or being on this earth change who I am. I'm already me. Only thing a woman can do is help make me better, but she can't change me.
Okay.
She can make me better.
Aisha Elgate is losing his voice.
Yo, Tony, I don't want to hear it, Tony. I'm talking about changing my foundation, my core. Nah, I know what I said. Here you go again. I know what I'm talking about. Nobody can change my core foundation.
Yeah.
Huh?
I agree.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about my foundation, my core. Anybody can add to something. I'm talking about my core belief of who I am as a man.
Okay.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I know what I'm saying, bro. I know what I'm saying. I don't need to listen no more. I know what I'm saying. I didn't say I want a woman to make me better. I said a woman can add to me and make me better.
Right. I agree, Tony. It's enhancement. That's what Andre is saying. It is enhancement to who he is.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, see, you trying to go by the dictionary definition, bro. See, I ain't never say that. See what I mean? He always got to jump off the cliff. I ain't never said a woman can't tell me nothing. Hey, Neeuq, you know, I'll come to you for opinion or ask you questions, right? Keep it real.
Yes.
It's things that you know that I don't know that I'll come to you for, right?
Right.
Point.
Temperature is rising. Temperatures are rising.
I never said a woman can't tell me nothing. No, he don't got me thinking. You got me sweating, nigga. I ain't thinking.
Tony, we are speed dating. We got to get to these other questions that we're asking of our date. My next question for my date is, I don't have any spiritual beliefs or anything that I'm necessarily entrenched in. What do you feel about that?
What do you do about that?
Now I'm asking, Wesley is our date. If he has a strong spiritual belief and I don't, do we move forward?
Me, how I look at life right now, I can't force nothing on nobody.
Okay.
Only thing I can do is live by example. If I believe in whatever you believe, you live it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you live it, the people who are around you the most might start to follow your lead and maybe fall in love or see things with you, and they can grow with you because you living it out. Trying to force something on somebody, I wouldn't dare do that.
Right.
You know why? Because belief is just that. It's what you believe. It's what you feel. It's how your spirit connects. Because honestly, I read the Bible and the Quran. A lot of those things you can't see in the 2018. You ain't seeing nobody spreading and splitting water. You're not seeing nobody turn water to wine. You're not seeing nobody healing somebody by touching them and all that. You don't see those things. So to believe in God or have a certain spirituality, it's just your belief. So they're trying to force that on somebody. I think that's where we go wrong. They got to be able to see how you live and how you are. That's my answer.
I love our show. So the next question is what can your woman do to calm you down?
Right.
What can his woman do to calm him down?
Give him some head.
So,
oh my goodness.
Go on, shit.
That's what she can do.
So look, I am a man that goes out here and get it popping in the world, right? When I come home, I really want a loving and caring house. So there's a lot of things as a woman she can do to calm me down. That's her. I ain't about to be like, oh, this is a whole list, because that's now I feel like I'm controlling.
Right.
I'm not gonna give her a whole list of things that she can do. As a woman should know her man. That's why I feel like you should put that necessary time in to learn and grow one another. You should know what upsets me. You should know what calms me down. You should know what on my body I like rubbed or tickled or kissed. That's why I say the more emotional connection you have, the better the relationship, the sex, the conversations, everything flows better when you're emotionally connected and you know that person. That's just my personal opinion.
I can agree with that. I think that was a good answer.
Yep. Good answer, Wesley. So was giving you head, does that calm you down?
You can always pass, but you only get 3 passes going out date.
I mean that's I ain't gonna say that calm me down. That excites me. I can't use the word calm with that. I get excited.
Right, so you'll get the 30 minutes. You'll get the full.
I'm excited, baby.
Oh my God. So if I lost my job,
I got you. I got you. If you lose your job, I got you. I am financially stable enough to be able to carry me and my woman, but we would have to make a strategic plan for her to do whatever she want to do in life. If
so
she
what
want
if
to
I
go
want
back
to do something like go to hairdressing school or cosmetology school?
go.
So what's
I'm a
that
pusher.
like?
I'm a
I
promoter.
don't know how long it is, like 9 months.
I'm a promoter.
I can't work for 9 months.
That's cool. See, that's what I'm saying. As a man, I'm okay. I'm financially okay enough where as those I can carry my whole household.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want my woman to sit around and do nothing with herself.
So I'm gonna go get a PhD.
If she want to go get a PhD, go get a doctor.
You know that's a man's duty anyway. Man's duty is to carry the household.
It is.
Right. A lot of men in relationships or marriages fall short because they feel as though yes, it's sometimes good for help at times, but if he can't, if situations come to a point where he can't do it, then you gotta carry as a man, you gotta get out there on your own to make it happen. That's what anything is about.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So I have a client, right? And so he started going to the Jehovah's Kingdom Hall or whatever with his wife. So she decided that she's not going to work. So that wasn't what their agreement was in the beginning. But after she got him into the Kingdom Hall and, she's showing him this way of life, etc., she decided that she was no longer going to work. So he was working at 7-Eleven.
Oh my God.
Or whatever. And he was like, he could barely keep up.
Right? She's wrecking her family.
She's wrecking her family?
She's wrecking it.
Okay, but Tony just said it's the man's responsibility
to take care of the home. Tony's right. True. But you don't jump off of that shit until y'all set up. Like, you can't just bail. Like, you sink in your own shit.
Okay, but I don't want to work. Like, I can't work, or I don't want to work because now you're my husband.
But you sink in your own shit, though. Like,
wow. Because it's your responsibility.
If he, but we still got, it is a responsibility. But we still got to be realistic. And my response to that is, if she really don't want to work that bad, right now he's not able to carry all of that. Maybe they need to strategically make a plan to get him to the level that he can carry everything, and then she don't have to work. But to just jump off of this shit, y'all sinking now.
And you know what's funny? She wants to do everything together. They gotta go everywhere together. They go to the same doctor. They go everywhere together. They had that type of relationship that you was talking about. But she does not want to work, and she feels that her husband should take care of her.
It seems like she's trying to control the relationship. That's what I hear. I hear she's controlling.
She brought him to the kingdom.
Yeah, she's
Think about it. If you go back to the 50s and the 40s and the 60s, that's the way households were set up, where the man worked and the woman took care of the house, and she didn't have to work. The man did everything. The woman took care of the children and the household. That fell off when it came to like the late 90s and the 2000s. It's more of a, when that millennium woman BS came out, that's when all that crap went down.
When the what came out?
The what?
I'm a millennium woman. I don't need anything. I can do it all by myself, or if whatever you can do, I can do that.
I mean, well, that is a big push right now. That can be a problem.
Miss Young, look what you do.
That's false. That is false. I don't know who told that woman that lie, but that is false.
What's false? That I can do it all by myself?
No, a woman can't do everything a man do.
You right. You right. You right.
Your body's not even fine to do everything a man do.
Like that. Thank you.
Sorry. I mean, that's just.
Okay, come on, y'all. Help me out. What do y'all think? A woman doesn't want to work, but her man only has skills to make minimum wage. But if it's the
That's
man's
what I'm saying.
responsibility to make,
She's sinking the ship. Sometimes you have to make a strategic plan to do things. See, if my wife don't want to work, cool. But I'm stable enough to do that.
She do take care of the house. Their house is clean. She got dinner ready for them. What you think, Wesley? He's saying she's doing her part. You saying she's sinking.
But I told you, he's a whole different person than me. His ideology is different than mine. They do.
Oh, and she does. She burns his credit up.
Exactly.
New bedroom set, credit cards maxed out.
So, yo, that's what I'm saying. I don't know her, but I can tell she's controlling that relationship and she's sinking the whole thing.
But this is the problem, though. But you yourself just said that you can take care of the household and all of that. So
that's not me.
I'll be honest with you. There's no 50-50 in the household. No, it shouldn't be. There's no 50-50 in the household.
What should it be?
Okay, so it's not 50-50. How are we gauging our relationships, ladies and gentlemen?
It
Should be 100.
I'm not saying your wife or your significant other don't have no power in the house, but the man is the king of the castle.
Okay, Tony, we're about to hang up on you. We got girl power up in here. Okay, come on. What? Wait a minute. Wait, Charlene. You going, okay.
That's true.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true.
I'm gonna tell your father.
What it is, Kyle?
Okay, so a strong presence in your home. I get that, but you were saying, I don't know.
I can tell again.
Clear it up.
She runs that situation. She's running it, but she's running it right into the ground. It's going right into the ground, bro. Charlie, what's your next question, though?
So, Andre is saying, work together. I wouldn't feel right placing all that work on my all of that weight on my husband. I definitely agree. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? So, Ms. Young is saying, my father taught me that if your husband carries the household, you are to have a plan that, God forbid, he got hurt on the job, etc. You can have his back, and that's so true.
That right there is true, and I believe in that. Thank you. That's why I said, when I said my part, if my wife is not going to work, she at least has to be doing something else to make the family grow, make herself grow, make us grow together. Don't just not work and the only thing you're going to be doing in this house, planting flowers and sweeping the floor. I ain't with that.
And making your dinner.
I ain't with that.
Ain't lunch and dinner.
That ain't building us. That's what y'all get.
She's at home slaving for you.
That's not good. I don't want her to do that. I ain't asking for that. I don't want it.
She gives
Send it back. Send it.
You don't want her to cook for you?
Right, she got your 5
That's not what I'm saying. Return to sender. I don't want nobody that just want to be in the house cleaning up all day. We need to build this family, especially if it's a black family. Do y'all understand how far behind black people are? I understand how far behind we are. So since we behind so far, ain't nobody sitting around just doing nothing. We got to get it popping out here.
This dating
Wesley is hard. Okay, that's good, Cousin Tony.
So 2008, I got into a real bad major car accident.
Kayla, what's up?
And I was in the hospital for a month and a half. And I had to learn how to walk and everything.
Can y'all hear
She
her?
carried it. You know what I mean? She did what she had to do to make sure that our kids were still eating, our kids were still taken care of, and everything still was situated.
Let me applaud her.
But isn't that what she's supposed to be doing?
Right. That's what she's supposed to do.
But that's what they were saying in the whole sex where if she got a plan, she should be able to be a stick of a plan and not say you should be on the same level to the point where you're like, all right, something wrong, I gotta step up, I gotta do this and do that.
Mm-hmm.
And something not right with me, he gonna step up, he gonna do this and he gonna do that. That's how the level should be. You know what I mean?
Okay, but if I don't have any skills and you got with me knowing I didn't have any skills, I can't really do anything but
So
throw
I
it
get
back
what you're
on.
saying, but what I'm saying is,
That's somebody going.
even if that's the case, no, not even really, not really. Listen, even if that's the case, if me as a man get with a woman that don't have no degree right now, no trade and no skills, she's not gonna be still there stagnant after being 2, 3, 4, and 5 years in a relationship with me.
Right.
That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not going to force anything on her, but to be in a relationship, you have to compromise, you have to sacrifice, you have to work together. So if I do accept a woman that don't have nothing right now, and I'm saying I'm financially stable and can take care of the family, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in our relationship, she going to have to get some type of trade or degree or start some type of entrepreneurship or something. It ain't no just laying around 5 years you done been with me and you still have nothing. That's not even.
Okay, so
Just having a piece of paper don't make you educated enough to comprehend the world that's around you. Some people went to college all their life and still dumb as a doorknob. You don't have common sense, you're not educated. All education in college education is necessary common sense. That's all it is. And I say it for, let me first.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but that don't really fit this.
Now, you could have been a textbook, they smart as a whip, but you could have been a lot of situations where they had to take care of family.
exactly, Wesley.
I don't know what I gotta do. How you put the hours for all you get is, and you can't even comprehend a little basic living. Nah, man, come on.
He said you was
So Winston is saying you knew what it was when you got here, Shorty. You're right. You knew what it was. You knew I ain't had no skills, and if
yo, that's not true, bro. Y'all tripping. That's not true. People grow in life. Y'all making it seem like it ain't no growth. If a woman get with a man, no, not you, Tony, pause. Not you. I'm saying you can't say you knew what it was when you got here, Shorty. It's people that might be poor this year, and they could be well off next year or 2 years from now.
So what if
It's
I
called
say,
growth.
all right, so I say, all right, Wesley, I want to start an online boutique or whatever, right? And that doesn't really work out. So, okay, so you invested money in me and my goals and all that. So that didn't work out. So now, Wesley, I want to do my own meal prep business. So you keep investing in my dreams and my goals and all that other kind of stuff, and I'm not really getting anywhere. How long are you willing to deal with me doing that?
But at least she's trying.
At least she trying. We good. If she trying, we good. See, what y'all understand is, what I want and can't date or be with is a woman who don't want to do or be nothing. I can't do that.
Right. Winston is saying a person has to want to grow. That's true.
But you can also inspire people to grow. Some people don't know they need growth. You can inspire and wake people up. When I was living in a certain situation in the hood, I didn't know about the life that I know now. Some of these kids and these families and these women and these men that live in these communities, they don't even know or fathom a better job than Walmart or Kmart or cash register. They don't know it. They haven't been exposed to it. Even in 2018, you know, as far as your exposure. So if your whole family is on Section 8, if your whole family is on food stamp, if your whole family don't work, majority of the times, those kids and those people grow up. That's all they aspire to do. But once you get that spark and that inspiration, and somebody show you can see and be outside of that, then you sometimes want that growth. Not 100%, but majority of the time. And I would say for me, personally, there is no woman that has ever dated me, and they wanted to have no growth in no type of other ways. I inspire and bring out that because that's who I am.
Right. So Latonya said women are moving up in the world, girl power, and you're not going to find, hold on, you're not going to find too many women that want to just sit home and do nothing. I think that depends.
That depends.
Okay, Tone.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Go ahead.
So if you was in a relationship and you inspired her, she went up there and got it and getting it, and both of y'all was growing together. Next thing you know, she had a whole different bank account. She was back here saving money up, and now she want to leave. Then what?
You know what, bro?
So she
Hold on.
past you.
You know what? That's possible. I know a situation that this girl and this dude grew up together, right? They went to high school together, they got jobs together, and they started working in this little company or whatever. Mm-hmm. He moved up and became like a little manager, but it wasn't like no crazy type of career. But they both was working there. While they was working there, she went to school to be a nurse. When she graduated from nursing school, now she's working in the hospital with doctors and other nurses and stuff. The same dude that she was growing with, when she got to the different level, she started to look at him like, oh, nigga, you ain't nothing compared to why you ain't got no growth. Why you ain't, he looking like, yo, we was just doing this together. Right. I helped pay for everything while you was going to school. Now you at a different level because school, you bopped on me. So what he just said is true. She went and bought a whole new house that he didn't know about. The dude, once he found out about it, broke in and flooded her whole house. her ceilings, flooded through and all that.
Hating ass nigga. Right. He gotta be okay with, because sometimes it doesn't even necessarily have to be that I started making more money than you and all that other kind of stuff. Sometimes people just grow apart, but they aren't willing to recognize that and move on. You know what I mean? So I don't know why he would be angry, because it could just be that, just how long am I supposed to be indebted to you? So are you saying, we should stay together even if we don't love each other anymore? Or just because we were at the warehouse together and now, you helped me out and I became a nurse, that I got to stay with you forever even though I'm beyond you?
Well, that way of thinking is dangerous. You know why?
Why?
Because you know how their story ended? She left the dude that she was growing with for all those years. He sacrificed for her, and because she went above, because he worked more for her to go to school, and she got around them nurses and doctors, she left him for a doctor. That doctor shitted on her and told her she was just one of the other nurses he was just hitting. Baby girl, I got a wife at home. So now she looking big dumb. A loyal man. She left him. He flooded the house. She left for the doctor, and she looking big dumb.
That was enough pettiness for me not to talk to him after that.
What you mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Women be crazy, yo.
No, you can't. You can't nobody stuff.
Yo, you don't let me work all this overtime to take care of everything, and you go get your nursing degree, and you buy. So, but he a clown, was she not?
Nobody did say that she wasn't a clown.
No, she could have did things much better.
Yeah, she could have.
Y'all always be quick to say, oh, the dude's so petty. Like, yo, you can't. Why do y'all always want to disregard the emotions and feelings and love of a man?
Shut up, we're the same age.
I don't like how.
What
I don't like is, I don't like how women always try to act like men don't get hurt. Men out here climbing in bushes, they breaking in windows, they hiding under beds. How you doing everything? No. Alright then. They doing it though. And if a man did it, I understand it. I ain't doing it now. I ain't doing it now.
Right, he ain't doing it in 2018. But in 2017, you was
no, not 17. In 2000, no. What I did do is, in 2015, I switched cars. I went and got somebody else's car to see what the fuck was going on.
Oh, you was a stalker.
What you mean? That was my chick. She said she loved me. Don't do it. If you don't love me and you don't want it, bounce. Don't creep. Cause I'm in a different car. Where you at?
Did you find her?
Oh my
Did you find her?
Don't incriminate yourself. Don't say nothing.
I want to know what happened.
We gotta do that off air. Don't tell us on the air. Don't tell us.
Okay, so wait, my friends have a question for you. They said, how was your relationship with your mother? And
He talked about that in the beginning.
And also they said, what does dating mean to you?
Oh, well, hold your panties on, ladies, because the dating gets serious, Wesley. Hold them drawers on. Go ahead, Wesley. Repeat for us how your relationship was with your mother. That's the first question.
First question. So my mother was strung out with drugs my entire life. Sorry to lose my voice. My mother was on drugs, so I didn't have a good relationship with my mother. I watched my mother sell her body for crack cocaine. I watched my mother sell drugs. I watched my mother leave her kids in the house for multiple days at a time with no food. So I didn't have a good relationship with my mother. But I still loved her. I still adored her. Nobody could say or do nothing wrong when it came to my mother. But my mother wasn't a good, God rest her soul. My mother wasn't a good parent and a good mother to her kids because she had an addiction and she couldn't focus on being a mother because she was high all the time. Secondly, what does dating mean to me? Dating means I'm interested. Dating means let's get to know each other. Dating means I want to see who you are and I want you to know who I am. Dating means let me spend some time with you and you spend time with me so you can see if you can fit in my world.
You got to fit in his world, ladies. So does that mean I can't be with so big? I'm fitting in your world.
See, you being funny. When I'm saying fit in my world, I mean, so when I say fit in my world, I mean, Wesley Hawkins is and does a lot of things. So I'm an activist. So any type of things that's going on in the city, I fight for our people. I'm fighting for our kids' education. I'm fighting for equity for our black people. I'm fighting for our human rights. I'm fighting for equal housing and stuff. So first of all, I'm an activist in the city. Secondly, I'm an educator. Thirdly, I'm a mentor to a lot of kids in Baltimore and DC. Fourthly, I'm a single parent dad, and I raised my little brother who's 6 years old. So when I say fit into my life, I mean, she had to be understanding that I'm not the type of man that don't have things going on. I'm involved in a lot of stuff. I'm a part of a lot of nonprofits. I'm a part of a lot of organizations. I'm at a lot of meetings. I do a lot of stuff. A lot of women can't take that. One young lady.
Because where's the time for me?
Right, where's the quality time? This gym we supposed to be going to and all this other stuff? But
you make time for it.
Okay.
Anybody that you into,
You're gonna make time.
You're gonna make time for it. You can't live life just
I'm
thinking.
like, I don't want you to. Oh, so Jamel, tonight we're speed dating Wesley. So we're asking him some of the questions that you would ask a person that you're newly dating.
So
man, you missed a whole hour and a half.
Yeah, anytime you enter somebody, you gotta make time for them. You don't just. I have to strategically plan
to go on a real
and schedule because I don't just have a big amount of allotted time freely to play around. Right. But if it's a woman that I'm into, I will strategically make time for her throughout the week, because that's somebody I'm into. Right. But if she gonna just come walk in my life Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we big fun it. No, I don't live like that. Like.
Right. So Ms. Young is saying that the lady has to be able to understand your schedule.
She's right. She's right. So
and you gotta
it was a girl. I'm not saying that. See, it's not one-sided with Wesley. So the last, female that thought she was heavily into me, when she started to understand,
she was.
She was. I'm gonna tell you why I said thought.
Okay. Yes. Play that up.
She looked at me from the outside looking in, and she didn't know the severity and seriousness of this. So
This is one of the exact
once we across the table from each other, she looking at me and she see, oh, he got his own car, own house, he's smart, he well spoken, he well dressed, he this, he that. She looked at that. But when the conversation came and she saw how serious I am about certain things in life, she told me, you live life like you got a car on your chest. That moment I knew I could no longer deal with her. Because certain things in life is serious to me. The way black people look and live in America is serious to me. How can we be a change and effect and a spark to helping our people? So it could be 5 people in the car, and we could all be black. We could ride down North Avenue, and people look at it like whatever. When I ride down that block, I'm hurting. I'm looking at it like, yo, what in the is going on? How can we fix this? What can we do as a people? A lot of our people look at our condition and they normalize. They normal. They numb to it. I'm not. I got raw wounds. It's like when I see it, it pains me. So when women come and they see everything else that might look good, they're attracted. But when they start getting to them, now they're scared. So I know I can't date just any woman. I know that for a fact. Malcolm X couldn't date any woman. Martin Luther King, Martin Garvey, certain men that I look up to couldn't date just any woman. I don't just look up to old Gucci Mans and Young Thugs. They're not the people I look up to. The men that I say made sparks and marks in this world, even though Tupac was a rapper, he was a very inspirational man during his time. So he couldn't just be with anybody. And people don't understand it takes a certain person to be able to match with you. I'm not just the type of man that just because she got a fat tail and big breasts and a small waist that she can be with me. You can't capture me that way. She got to captivate this. If she can't captivate this, I'm good.
Okay. So Edward is saying, not that she is not on my level, and one statement will end our relationship. If you love someone, you can teach each other so you can grow. And Ms. Young is saying the only woman who will understand his schedule is a woman that fits his nature. Her schedule has to be either close or to the same.
See, she is so on point.
I told you y'all need to go on a real date.
No.
Tony.
Yo, she's so on point because she gets it. Man, come on. We gotta go, bro. We gotta go, man. We gotta get another call, man.
You saying who you don't agree with, cousin Tony?
Oh my God.
So when you say that, you name a name that got super deep skeletons in that closet. And when you say,
Brother, you don't know everybody's story. Everybody can have a skeleton. I'm talking about the life that he walked. I'm not talking about his skeletons. I'm not talking about his bones. Everybody got bones. God damn, Tony. You like to judge himself. I said those are people who inspired me. I never said they was my leaders. Somebody that fight for our people. I don't judge, Tony. I don't judge everything about a person. I am an open book. I used to hustle. So people going to discredit every good thing I've done on this earth because I sold drugs before. That's what you're saying. What are you saying then, bro? Because that is what you're saying. You can't judge everything about a man or woman, Tony.
This is what I'm saying. I can't say, hey, be faithful to your wife and live a peaceful household, and I live like that, and I do everything, but the whole back end of it, I'm sleeping with prostitutes.
But that's not what I'm following. That's not the part of them that I'm growing from. What I'm saying is, those are inspirational people who fought for our people. Regardless if you agree with everything about that man or not, those men and women, some of them got up every day to take a fight and a scar and a cut and a shot and a battle for us. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying where his penis went. I can't. I wasn't even born. I don't know what he was doing. I'm talking about the mark that they left on this earth. Me, like, it's certain people that I like and I look up to. Like, people want to know why I like LeBron James so much. I like LeBron because it's not just about basketball to him. He speaks up about the problems of our people that a lot of other athletes and actors and entertainers are scared to do. He speaks up for us. So I don't know if LeBron is cheating on his wife, but I'm talking about him fighting for our people. That's what I stand on. Our people, regardless if we want to admit it or not, are doing extremely bad. But we think we're winning. We ain't winning.
I don't think it's their responsibility though. And you gonna be broke.
You can't think like that, Tony. You know why? $100 million. Wait up, Tony. Hold on. $100 million, Tony, can't save Baltimore. Baltimore need $1 trillion. Baltimore damn near need billions of dollars. $100 million is not going to save Baltimore, Tony. Yo, $100 million is not enough. Bro, you don't understand. Tony, one of these bandit houses, at least 100,000 or to 150. Bye, Tony. Tony, I do this. You don't, because I do it. I'm talking about making the house livable. These houses with no roofs, no walls, no windows. You gonna put 5,000 in it? Nigga, that ain't enough to fix the bathroom. Yeah, that's enough. Oh my God.
Alright.
He tripping. Tony tripping. In a week. We gotta get back. Tony said he can take one of these abandoned houses.
All right, Tony. Well, we need to get back to our date.
What is this guy talking?
All right, we go back to our
speed,
date.
yes.
We speed date in Wesley.
He tripped. Hold on.
Yes, that's what. See, you're not even listening to our topic. We talking about. I think he just locked himself up.
I'm coming. He's not in the room, Tony.
He is not a speed dater, but that's our topic for the night. So my next question.
All right, come on, let's go. All right, Tony. God damn.
So, well, we're going to have fun. I need to date.
You did, yo. Made me lose my voice and everything. Made me lose my voice, Tony.
My phone just died.
You did.
My goodness.
What's the next question?
All right.
I'm live.
All right, cousin Tony.
We got 40 minutes.
Yeah, but we can't.
20. We got 20 minutes.
We can't be, messing Wesley up in his group. My next question is do you know your status?
My status? What you mean my
Your
status?
HIV status.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. You say
That ain't me.
like that's an off-the-wall question.
I go get checked out and I make sure I'm healthy all the time. I go to all my physicals. I'm always getting checked out because I believe in fitness and health. I feel like if you are healthy, that's wealth. That is a source of wealth. No money in the world can keep you alive. Once you're so far gone on the unhealth plane, you done. So I believe in that. So yeah, I know my status. Next question.
Let me ask you a question. So what if a woman, right, she's so scorned, she had AIDS, but she want to date everybody and get them AIDS just because?
Tony!
No, that's true. It's a story. What you asked me, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying it's sad, but people actually get like that. Like, oh, I want to date men just to give them this disease I got just because I've been hurt. And then next thing you know, they want to recant everything because that's why, I'm not saying it was a lady that did that.
It is. So how are you connecting that to me? It is.
No, I'm not connecting to you. I'm asking you a question.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm saying somebody in the dating world, and that's why I'm saying speed dating is dangerous because
We're not speed dating for real, Tony. He let us infiltrate the 500,000 just for tonight.
All right, what was the next question?
what's the next question? Go ahead, man. I take my feeling.
Yeah, I mean, we're not dating him for real.
I know that, but you don't know what these.
Next question, Keith.
All right, so okay, so we know your HIV status or whatever. So in reference
What's up, bro?
to physical looks,
Mm-hmm.
like if I started to lose my teeth, if I started to lose my hair, if I started to gain some
I ain't with
weight,
it. I'm not with it.
what you
Well,
mean?
you're not
You
with
love me
Hey,
though.
are we married already?
Yeah. What do it matter?
Oh.
What does it matter?
If we ain't married, I'm gone.
What? Oh, that is so shallow. Like,
Are we married?
No,
I didn't take no vows yet.
Right, but you love me though. We love each
We
other.
not married.
So you would leave a girl because
Why her teeth falling out in her hair?
I could have like
Like
cancer
what?
or something.
Right.
I would have to be in real love.
Damn, you just want.
My
You
I
not
can't be just dating somebody. I'm out of there.
And she's sick? No, she's losing the teeth, Tony. No, she's losing the teeth.
Right.
Yo.
So she said,
Look, if she not my wife, I don't have to sacrifice my life like that.
oh, how is this? We love each other.
Her teeth and hair is gone.
Wesley, I cannot believe.
Why you can't believe it?
Oh
Believe
my
it.
God.
What you mean? If I did not marry this woman and this is not happening, I don't have to sacrifice my life because I was dating somebody and her teeth and hair fell out. I'm gone. I'm gone, y'all. Y'all crazy.
I cannot believe that.
Yo,
I cannot
look.
believe that.
Why you can't? What? She sounded like it's in disbelief. Is she my wife? Look. If I take vows to be with her, if something happened, I'm with her. I love her. When we married.
No.
But if I did not marry her and take no vows and her teeth and hair fall out, I'm out of there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Wesley, I am lost.
Well, we lost
words.
Somebody
I'm
gonna
lost.
find us. We lost.
Oh my goodness, Aisha, what are we gonna do without Dave?
I mean, she was eating a whole bag of rocks. I'm like, that's not what happened.
But
No,
but
I mean,
it
no, like-
happened during we're dating. You
We're
know.
dating. Key word. We are dating.
You're not even gonna get that far.
So if I had some fetishes,
What type of thing?
like like when you humping me, I'm touching your butt, but like
That's it, bud.
to bring you close, right?
Mhm.
So if I went too far,
Just correct her. You don't gotta break up for that. You just correct her. Don't do that.
oh, that's so sweet.
You don't gotta break up with somebody because people gotta take chances to figure out what you like.
Right.
So if she never took that chance to try to, do that, she don't know if you like it or not. Some men.
That's a big chance, though, Wesley, right
Hey, Tony.
That is a big chance.
No, hold up. It's men out here that like they butt ate.
There you go.
It's men out here that like
Let's
they butt
not pretend. And you know what? And when men get in there and they acting all macho, they acting like, no, that's out of the question. That's out of line. They lying. You are lying. You don't know if you like it unless you try. That's not true.
I can't speak on it because I ain't nothing going with my butt. Like, I'm good. Stay away from my butt.
Wesley, no, you can't say
What
that.
you
Listen,
mean? No, I can't say it. Here you go again. Here she go again trying to tell me what I can say. No, you ain't changing it.
We're dating.
If we dating and you telling me you want to do something in my butt, I'm gone.
No, we're dating. I'm giving you some head. I'm sucking your balls, and I go down too low. I just look.
All right, well, lift your head up. Don't go too low no more. That is your problem. Come back up. Don't go low no more.
No.
Yeah, I ain't with it. You good.
But
I'm not that type of guy.
Right, but that was contradictory. You just said that she should shoot her shot because she don't know
And what I'm saying,
you like
I ain't saying don't shoot your shot. What I'm saying is once you shoot your shot, and once he block it, if he block it, you done. You shot it already.
Right.
I never tell nobody don't shoot their shot, but once he block it, then don't shoot it no more. But if he told you off break, I'm telling him off break. Don't play with me like that. So don't even shoot the shot because the basket ain't open for you.
Oh my goodness.
That's all I'm saying.
But the men want to put their fingers in our butts.
That's women.
And they want to
Put
put
it all
their...
in, yeah.
Okay, so fair exchange is no robbery, Wesley. Let's see your limits.
That's what you always want to go too
Let's see your
far.
limits. That's too far.
You always want to go too
But
far.
you don't know where your limit is, though.
I know my limit.
How do you know?
Because I never win. That's the limit.
The sign on his ass says, do not enter.
Do not enter. Do not enter. Do not smell. Do not lick. Do not drink. Tickle. Do not nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so if we're dating and I feel like you're not big enough for me, is it okay for me to get something bigger? Because we love each other. We're in love.
Get something bigger.
A toy? What you talking about?
However, I'm gonna get something bigger.
I don't know. You gotta get better at it.
Right.
What do you mean no?
A bigger what?
It's a bigger thing. You're
How
not
you
big
getting
enough.
a bigger?
Right, how are you getting the bigger?
We
Can
gone.
we go to Taboo?
We gone. If I ain't big enough to satisfy you, I'm gone. Because now I don't feel good by myself. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm not about to deal with a woman and she telling me I ain't big enough. I'm gone.
No.
Tony said something wrong with your
I mean, no, I'm for real. So, no, even if it's not. Wesley, that's like a serious question.
And I'm telling you a serious answer. If I think I'm in there getting it popping.
He's doing his thing.
And I think I'm working. And she telling me
It's not big enough.
it ain't big enough, I am gone.
That's what makes with somebody.
Ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back from that.
But, okay, so listen. But, tub of water, that's a myth. Anyway.
Oh, Lord.
So, no, right? Because everybody.
Nick, ain't no saving that for me. You might can figure that out. I can't say that. Can't say that.
But, okay, so, because every man is not well endowed, right?
Right.
And so if we're at this point where we're dating and we can't be honest with each other about what it is that we like,
But that's why I don't agree with women having too many sex partners.
Having a whole lot of sex partners don't make my vagina bigger.
No, what I'm saying is, how do you know if you need an extra large if you ain't never had an extra large before? You had too many of them.
No, I probably had too many small ones. So I think that when you are forced to wait like 6 months, remember that caller that we had? When this man is forcing you to wait 6 months, that means his thing is little and he's trying to wow you in every other kind of way. So that when he pull that little thing out, you still love him anyway.
That's crazy to think.
You still love him anyway.
That's crazy to think.
Why?
Because I will make her wait 6 months.
You gonna make somebody wait 6 months for real, Wesley?
No, and so right. So we coming over to your house, Netflixing and chilling, and you talking about, oh, you gotta wait. I'm raping you. That's what you're going to be raped before we get to where we gotta go.
That's the problem.
6 months, not 3 months. Why 6 months? Why that? Why 6 months?
Because that's when you get know a little better if you really care about this person. If you really want to know this person.
About each other.
6 months, that's good time.
That is.
Tony, I'm not waiting no 6 months for no.
So are we having sex with other people while we're waiting in 6 months?
You said what, Tony?
I said I gotta make sure that thing is right. I'm not just hitting that.
Exactly. So why we waiting 6 months to find out if it's right? Now I love you, and your shit ain't right.
It smells funny. If it smells funny, you might.
I'm gone.
That's crazy, and that's why a lot of people got all these bodies.
And I'm gone. Because if it stinks, something ain't right.
Yeah, all these bodies, man.
I gotta take you to the clinic. I gotta make sure you're right. I ain't gonna try to.
It don't take 6 months to get to the clinic.
Right.
Yes, it do, because you might be masking it. So I gotta take you more.
You might be masking it.
Cousin Tony is crazy.
You might be trying to use some of the wipes to try to mask it because we just didn't.
Feminine wipes.
Feminine wipes not gonna help you, baby.
It might take me 6 months.
How long y'all think that's going to wait?
I think 6 months is way too
No,
long, right? So
how long do you think going to wait?
I said 3 months. At least 3
She only want to wait one.
you right.
Exactly.
So it depends.
She don't even
on
wanna wait 30
what I want
days.
you for. It depends on what
She
I
don't
want.
even want to wait 30 days.
But if we
Damn.
damn, well, give me a little bit of credit in an hour.
Take you to dinner and get you a cup of wine and knock that over.
No, Wesley.
But you already know.
No,
if you're
it's
not.
yes. Up front, I already know. When I saw you when you
Right.
came on this date, when you came on this date, Wesley, I looked at you. I'm like, yes, I'm going to give him something. If you came on this date and I did not like you, and I knew like he ain't got a chance in the world, I would entertain you for a little while because there may be some things that you could do that would be entertaining to me or something like that. But women know up front, so why would you make them wait 6 months?
My phone dying, world. I'll check y'all next Monday. Tune back in next Monday, 7 to 9. My drug about to cut off.
Men know the same
Thanks for
thing
tuning
too.
in. I'm out.
No, you know. I'm gonna tell you about women though, because women act like they don't do it, but they check to see how big you are the first time that they see you. So if you look like you
No, how you doing that, Tony? I'm not going to jail just to see how big you are, because you can't just be walking up on people touching their stuff.
Right.
You're right, because as soon as we get out of here, I'm feeling up on Western. No, that's an illusion. That's an optical illusion. Don't fall for that.
The Grace What
No.
Makes Challenge. I'm on that page.
A lot of women have come to get the so I'm gonna tell you why, because a lot of women always talk about big this and big that, but a lot of women don't agree with each other because they say some women, a lot of like I say, 75% of women say that that's not pleasurable to them. Like they want.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
No, he right. I heard that.
So it depends on what he's doing with it. Right? I think.
Some men with big ones, I can't do nothing with it.
Yeah, so I think it.
So how you think so big you can't do nothing with it?
Because it's more than just the size. It's more than just the size. It's the effort that you're putting into the activity.
And you know what I'm getting tired of? When men gonna start saying women stuff ain't right because some
Mhm.
women they all have.
Let's go, Tone. Speak on it, Tone.
So now speak on it. What?
Some women is trash in the bed.
Okay, so let's explain that because a vagina is a vagina.
No,
It's a
I
muscle.
don't know. I don't know.
What you
Some
mean?
women vaginas get extremely wet.
That's great.
Some of them dry. Dry. Even when they horny, her shit dry. You got to do the low lube in it. Some women.
You're not turning her on now.
No, hell no.
Right, some you ain't doing. Did you lick it first?
I'm telling you.
You gotta lick it first.
Some women.
Lick it until she drops.
No. Some women, once they get excited, they gushing. Some women, shit ain't getting gushing. Some women, vaginas suction like a vacuum cleaner. Some of them, you damn near like you falling in it. Some of them real warm and hot. Some of them feel like real cool and like it's different vaginas. I'm telling you.
So what's the best vagina?
We gotta get a vaginaologist in here.
Go ahead. I can't hear you. Go ahead.
Some of them is tight, and some of you falling in like you about to do it to it.
Oh, I said that.
He said that already.
Oh, you said that? Okay, you good then.
You missed that one, cousin Tony.
I had to reiterate that one.
Oh, okay. You have to make sure. So what's the best vagina?
The tight ones, the one that gripped on you.
Yep. And some vaginas that when you go inside them, that shit feel like, and you be like, oh.
Oh, when they tighten up the
Balls.
balls.
The
Right,
balls.
but
The shit feel like, yo.
But science
Got me
says
thinking, no, hold on. This one girl, I damn near got in love with her vagina. That shit was so warm, tight and suction, but real wet at the same time. I was like, as soon as you go in, you like, oh my God, like the feeling is just crazy.
You gotta stop this up. You gotta like chill for a minute.
You got chill for a minute. Get you out of there. You got like hold back. Like, oh, there you go, Tony. Hey, yo, you know it's up. You gotta chill because you might be out of there. Like some of them joints so good, you get 5 strokes and you almost out of there. You gotta slow down. Like, oh, shit's about to get me out of there.
I don't care how great the sex might be. If that woman thing is right, I just think 40 minutes, bro.
Nope.
well, that's bad because you're cheating her out of
You just going around.
experience.
You might need a push-up. If I think right, you might need a push-up.
Push-ups not going to help you because they don't got nothing to do with your dingling. Like, come on. That's no.
Like you said, when it's warm like that and it's right, you're not lasting that long, bro. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you, it's not happening. It's not going to happen.
All right, well, I feel sorry for them. So anyway, so it's about 8:55. This was a great discussion. I love being part of the 500,000. And being able to do this speed dating. As always, Tony, we appreciate you calling in, giving your insight. I love the argument between you two. You know, it's great to have a difference of opinion.
Yeah, you gotta come up, bro.
I told you, come on up here.
They ain't ready. I don't think they ready, Tom.
Girl power.
Right.
They ain't ready, bro.
Come on here, cousin Tony.
I don't even watch TV. No, okay. All right, so we got to end our show, Tony. So, you know, make sure you're getting your tickets for the 4th annual 50 Shades of Blue conference, the domestic violence conference. I'll be there sharing my story. Go to Eventbrite and search the event. Make sure you're donating to our cause. What's the cash app, Wesley? You ain't even tell everybody.
I'm sorry. The cash app is $THENOLITAPROJECT. The No Leader Project is the cash app where so you can go and donate whatever you feel comfortable with donating to the cause. Again, cash at the No Leader Project.
All right, and we do want to thank those who have contributed to the cause. Again, next week we'll have another great hot topic where we're in here arguing, having fun, just getting it in. Aisha, any last words? We know.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right, Tony, thank you for joining us. Remember, this is Open Wide with Neeuq. We come on every Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. You can check us out on YouTube. Just like tonight, our phones died, so our lives went out, but we're always available on the YouTube Live. I'm loving this. I love it. Every week, we come to you with real topics and real communities, searching for real solutions. What's your book, Wesley? That's going to be dropping soon.
My book that will be coming out soon is called Dear No Leader, The Evolution of an Addict's Son.
All right. So make sure you're keeping an eye out for that. My book is called Led for those who suffer among us. These are both stories about our lives. They're talking about things that you can relate to, ways that you can see how we overcame everything that we have gone through. We'll check you out next Monday. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us.
So, for real, Wesley, 6 months, that's a long time.
It is. I need to do it to you. Then you saying I can't do it to nobody else?
It's going to be worth